we can live with this. We can integrate the document that Diana introduced yesterday with the results from the survey. And we can try to organize a document that we can call tutorial, okay? Integrating the results from the survey and the suggestion of Diana. Then we can send this document to all the participants that today are here, and we can have a check, a feedback from them if the tutorial is good or not, helps or not to understand and to use the curriculum.
Paola, if you give me 1 minute, yesterday I shared with some colleagues the tutorial, and we thought how we can use working in the field. And maybe if we introduce some questions, more frequently questions, because maybe it can help when we are searching for a specific topic. If you introduce this in the tutorial.
Yes, in fact, FAQ.
So
yes,
I
we can collect some questions from all of you.
that is a good idea. So from what I see is this. Our background is, you know, professionals university, and there are some, you know, questions of, you know, we are really not of any, you know, pedagogic background, and you know, Slađana is a very experienced teacher in formal education. So it is, you know, more logical for us to do some things formally, right? And so the creating the hero was something that was rather new experience to us, because we have been immersed in the atmosphere of informal and you know, surrounded with people that know how to transfer knowledge, you know, the method, the technique, you know, the interaction and everything. However, the content was something that from what I discussed with Slađana, we found that the needs assessment was really good. However, it covered not only the things that were, you know, key areas and everything, but there was some issues that could be, you know, grouped different way, you know, as you know, human rights related, stigma related, who decides, you know, the right to have the autonomy, you know, differently. So we approached this subject rather in some different way, and we expanded some of the theory, especially when talking to you know, users themselves, you know, as psychoeducation, and expanded towards professionals, because it is a very big umbrella, you know. If we talk to social workers, they really do understand the rights, you know. And if we talk to psychologists, you Paula, you are a wonderful psychologist, and you know the pillar of this education, and you understand the mechanisms of, you know, persuasion and so on. It's really good. It's really good. And however, when dealing with things that are, you know, social psychiatry, we have the problems that social psychiatry is not so dominant in the field, and this approach. So we took it, you know, as the backbone, and expanded the areas we needed. So I think that this could be, you know, just some you know, suggestion how to use it. You know, use your own context. I think this would be a really good big message. However, some things related to the, you know, professionals should be, you know, expanded, maybe in a different way. So we approached that way, and I think that this is the Slađana's main message, that there are some quality indicators that, you know, that are really hard to explain to general public, for example, you know, for neighbors. So this is rather different for us to take, because we did not have the housing project. So someone that had the housing project maybe could give us the feedback what we should or should not expand related to their context. And there's this another idea, you know, we tried and we succeeded in implementing some of the material to the education of future psychiatrists and future mental health professionals. And it is a big impact. It is really big impact of Hero project, and it would be a CIVIC as well. However, it needs additional, you know, work, additional content writing. And there's this another thing that I approached things this way when we had piloting for all those beautiful, really beautiful best case examples. I wanted to have a photo, I wanted to have a video, and because this is the way for example, there were 60 or 100 of social workers in our training, and they were, you know, flabbergasted to see what their colleagues from Italy and from Belgium do, and from Greece, of course. That you know, you can, you know, have this. We really don't have this third sector. You have so this is, you know, a discovery that people can, you know, work in a community and be integrated fully, and that there are, you know, cities that have, you know, funds for that, and so on, and you know, all those examples about, you know, giving you know, bank credit to users and so on. This is something that is, you know, really 100 miles away from us. Let me just give you the Croatian background. This Sunday we will get the new mayor of Zagreb, because we had the elections and the old one died, and so this new mayor, this is the first time in history they said we will have social housing projects. We never had it, because when there were some, you know, housing, some flats that were available and that were, you know, the ownership of Zagreb, they were given to skiers and, you know, actors and some you know, of maybe famous people, you know, not to people in need, but the people that were, you know, they deserve it in some way. So the whole paradigm is now taking place, and we did the Hero project. We started it 5 years ago, right, and ended it 2 years ago. It was we had these days we had the multiplier effect 2 years ago. So this is something we see. We are so behind, and now we will have maybe the opportunity to test what is in our curriculum. Is it really worthwhile, or is it theory? No. But when we put the examples from Italy, from Greece, and we you know, you click the YouTube video, and there you know, people working in the factory and living in the community and so on. So when users see it, they have hope. when the employers see it, they see, well, the opportunity to hire someone, you know, and social workers, they need some different way of thinking as well. So it is really helpful from Hero. This is our perspective, to show that this is possible. However, when we put the quality indicators in practice, I cannot say much about it, because we really did not have this opportunity. I mean, we had the entire this how do you say it, other agencies. So we did it with you know, some people that are other agencies. However, you can use this when you really have some project in mind. And this is the time when you can test it really. So I've been very I talked a lot. I don't know how to put it in the context of proposal of restructuring things. However, I see Hero as the backbone. I see it as the backbone that, and this is a good thing, that you can build on it in your local context. I see it this way, and maybe we for professionals we need some additional data and you know, information regarding you know, human rights and stigma. And so
I think that's I agree with Kresha that these videos are really it's maybe the one of the good, maybe the best, but everything also okay, because really you can demonstrate to somebody and show some else experience, and we can learn from this experience. But I think that, you know, the curriculum is some sort of standard, and it's something that let's say it's all element of quality housing. But the problem is, did we reach this standard, and how we use it to reach this standard, and what are barriers? Maybe our mindset is a barrier, because as Kresha, if we don't believe that people with mental illness can work, then we'll never work, because we will not offer them. If we don't believe that they can live alone with in their apartment, they will be sent to some other houses. I think that we have a very good opportunity in Croatia, that many people really have their houses, and we actually it is the cheaper way and the best way to help these people to stay at their home, not to be sent out of Zagreb in some, let's say, nice nature. They don't want to go there, because they grow up in Zagreb. So we also have maybe I have some impression. I have some of my patients in a social home rent by city of Zagreb. So, but it's not. It's not so many people, but it's really, there is let's say some social list, and when you come to this list, and even I have this patient to wrote a letter that they have a mental illness, and they use it to be higher on this list. So it can be said that the city is not sensible to this issue, but you know that the systematic, we like this systematic let's say strategy for housing, but this housing, this quality of housing to that the people can choose whether they will live in their home, in some apartment, or whether they get support, what kind of support, and whatever. So I think that, you know, that we maybe we have to, in this tutorial, actually tell how on which way the people can use it. Okay, you can use it. I can use it in teaching the students, but I can also use it in teaching them, because I'm a founder of users organization, and so I also, let's say, can use it to teach the users and their families, and also to teach the agency, or we don't have agency, we have the housing is under the resources of social welfare, so but they also give some license to some private people to settle this housing, but it's settled on the old-fashioned way. It's like a small like a house with I don't let's say 30 people who live out of city, something like that. So I think that, but I think that it will be very important if we get the message from people who are not involved in HERO, just to what they need. Because if you are, if I'm professor of psychiatry, and my need is probably different. Also, I'm lobbying for housing in Croatia, and also I know how I can use it. But from everybody's perspective, I think that's very important, because we can speak about human rights, I said informed consent, but if you don't know how to talk with patient and to tell him about this, and to help him to make a decision, not to persuade him, that's a skills. Actually, you need the skills, but if you know that you need a skill, that you will go and find out somewhere, or maybe maybe we can create another Erasmus how to develop to use a skill.
Five another additional Erasmuses.
When I suggested the frequently asked questions, I thought in different publics that can use this curriculum. For example, in Portugal, we have this social housing since the revolution. It was the first goal after the revolution. It was support people with a decent house. This concept was an evolution in the country, and now we look to housing in different way, not building big neighborhoods only with social houses, but giving people the opportunity to choose the place where they want to live. This is a different concept that we are in this moment trying to implement in our country. We also have a strong third sector in Portugal, and all the social support is in the hands of this third sector. And it will be probably the third sector that will deal with housing in Portugal, not the health system. Even the financial aspect is belonging social security and health ministry, but who will lead with these questions in Portugal will be probably the third sector, and also some municipalities that belong to the municipalities, companies belonging to the municipalities that are planning and dealing with housing. That's our case in Guimarães. We have a specific company led by the municipality that has the housing problem in hands. So we have different contexts, in fact. And I thought yesterday, and I spoke with some colleagues, how we can use this curriculum. And we thought, for example, the association of inhabitants in the social neighborhoods, the organizations of families that were created in our hospital, We have a specific organization, the Friends of the Hospital, that we can also involve. There are several publics, not exactly defined in the curriculum, but we can put them, for example, in community and other, but they can use the curriculum in a completely non-formal training. And I think this is a very good tool, but we need to know what these people think about the curriculum, how they can use to be able to offer a tutorial that answer the questions of these new target publics. New targets, they are not new, but they are the targets that we found in our context. And I agree that we can try to have their vision about curriculum, not the professional, not social workers, because when we have our education in social work, and it was my case, we have studied human rights and advocacy in human rights, so it's part of our profession, but is not part of the education of the citizens. So it's normal for us some methodologies and some concepts, but they are not so normal for ordinary people.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is the case of our colleagues in Northern Ireland, but we need to give people the chance to use the curriculum in other fields.
Yeah, I agree, Louisa. We have quite a few social housing organisations, and then we have an overarching sort of national or the Northern Ireland Housing Executive, who are all proactive in tackling sort of barriers that people have, including mental health, people with criminality and things like that. Knowing during the lockdown that obviously mental health went up and new additions to it to people who didn't suffer from it before, but also criminality went up as well. You know, I think people in isolations do, you know, not working or not seeing people and etc. We have also a separate problem in Northern Ireland because of social housing. Although it's trying and it's getting there, is to mix our two communities together, but most of the time they're separate. Yeah. So they're usually sitting on interfaces. So that's just another additionality. Sad.
Yeah, so I think that the curriculum could be an opportunity for, the tutorial could be an opportunity for disseminating the curriculum, but it's the way we could do this is, first of all, to know who we are speaking about. So these different groups that we are speaking about, the curriculum, we have to know who could use the curriculum, and in the tutorial we have to speak to them. So I think this could be a way to facilitate the reading of the curriculum, the using of the curriculum. Of course, we can underline some topic, for example, human rights. We can have in mind the new target groups and some important topics. We can arrive, we can use as starting point to speak about the curriculum and to introduce the curriculum to people that don't know it.
And in some way, I think it's important to construct the stigma. It's very important because almost of the communities, they are not prepared to live together with people that have some problems. And this is, I'm thinking in our current situation, when housing was in specific neighborhoods, they are separated. Now we are, this is a big challenge, because the new strategy for housing is to hire or construct in normal neighborhoods. So maybe we can have, if you have a flat to hire to these kind of situations, we can have the reaction of the neighbors. So we need to work in a different way. So I think it's very important that the tutorial also include new strategies to use the curriculum.
Yes. I'd like to show you just a moment the structure of the curriculum here once again, because I think that a lot of things we're speaking about
is in model 3.
Are in the curriculum.
Yes, in model 3 and 4.
Yes, there are, and we are lucky for this. But I think that you are right when you say it's not easy to find them, to know that there are and where, and also how to use. So I try to, sorry, just a moment. Yes, this one. Okay. I think you can see this slide. So we have the curriculum, the 4 modules on the left, user, profession from other agencies and citizen. And then we have the units, and in each unit, we have definition, challenges, benefits, good practices, and their links, activities, elect practices. And also we have 12 videos. So we have a lot of material, but I think it's very important using the tutorial to explain in an easy way, without a lot of words, but immediately, what is the link between a problem one of the target group could have, and the training, educational material specific for that issues, or the video. I don't know if you have seen these videos, but they're very interesting. Sometimes I go to see them, and some of them I like a lot. I like some of them very much, and it's not difficult that I go and to see one of them more than once. So they're very interesting. You can see them from a different perspective. If you see them with your son or with the professionals, the output could be different. So we have to speak about this. Also are very interesting, the good practices of their links. We can add something else if we have other information for other good practices on a topic, and so on. But I say this because I think that we can try to facilitate the use of the curriculum, thinking of the target groups and thinking of issues and new issues, for example, also coming from the pandemic.
I think that it will be useful to select this video according to the topics. That, for example, people can, we can have a list of videos, and about write something, some short sentence of videos, what is about and what is the problem and which area of curriculum is treated, that the people just can can go click on that video and okay, I'm interested in stigma. Is any video? It show me how I will deal with stigma, because you know we need also skills how to talk with somebody who stigmatize somebody, you know, discriminate.
Yes, yes. For example, videos.
Yeah.
Videos could be the starting point for faced with a problem.
Yeah.
For example.
Because it's easier, because now you have to go to curriculum and then find these videos, you know, you have to, you know, it's you need half an hour to find but now
we have no time.
If you have a list, you know, topics, yeah, video topics, then you just can go and click.
Some labels.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we have a lot of things and ideas for the tutorial. So I can send you a summary of what we have spoken, so we can start to work together to collect all the ideas and to set up the tutorial. So, okay.
Okay. So I think that we can close the meeting.
Yes, and yes, I think I have the email of everyone, because I'd like to send you, of course, the report of this meeting, but also a questionnaire, a satisfaction questionnaire. Okay, and please, as soon as you can, send it me back. Okay, just to verify the meeting.
So can I just ask everyone to we need to, you know, collect your names and make signature lists, because it's something that for every training we need to do. So we will do it by Google Forms, and Paola will send you all the Google form I made. And
do you,
so,
do you prefer, sorry,
yes,
a Google form with this?
Google,
for the
Google form. So I know Spiros can send me the attendance list, but Google Forms, they are, you know, nice way, because we get it then complete, you know, just add the logo and send it to the agency, and
some evaluation.
We can add some questions about evaluation as well. However, you do type your name and surname in the Google form the way you want them to be printed on the certificate of attendance. So if I type some of the Greek letters, I will make the error. If you do it, it's on your soul. So okay. I'll just copy paste. So thank you all.
Okay.
If you want to open your camera, we can take a group photo also. If you all open your camera and you probably smile, we can make a group photo if you want.
Yes. Costantino.
Io sono escluso dalla camera già da mezz'oretta e nessuno non mi fa la... non posso controllare da qui io.
Why not?
Oh, maybe
on the left side, the bottom.
Il host deve darmi il permesso. O lei, Paola, o Spiros, uno dei due.
When you were not in the camera, I pressed stop camera.
Sì, I was upset for 5 minutes, but for
Eros, what
for
you do?
I am here.
Not in order to appear that there is an empty chair. I thought that I can turn off the camera and then when you back, you can turn it on. But it appears that you cannot turn it on.
Yes,
Can
he's
you,
out of
Paula, as an
control.
administrator, open the camera of or invite Konstantinos' camera? Sorry, Konstantinos, that was not.
Thank you very much.
Mathieu,
I'm
are you
sorry.
there?
Yes, I'm here, but
Maybe.
I can't put my camera since
No problem.
20, 30 minutes.
Say cheese and I take a picture.
Okay, thank you.
One moment. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'll send you the evaluation questionnaire. So, okay. I'll send it to Luisa and some of the email I have, so then you share with your colleagues. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for now.
Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Next
Ciao.
weekend.
See you live.